What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another vlog. As you can see, I'm doing a POV in the Mercedes. And as you can see, there's barely any traffic. Just going to make sure that this is aiming on the road and not the ceiling. I've had that problem in previous videos. So, I'm going to talk about a couple of things today. As you can see, we're on a half tank of gas. That's because I opted not to get gas yesterday. Usually I get gas for the Mercedes every Sunday. Primarily my mom drives this car, because it's her car. But ever since the virus struck, I've been driving it. So that way it doesn't get neglected and the battery doesn't die. As you can see, it's a fairly decent day in Oswego, Illinois. I like to just watch the traffic light right next to me to see when it turns yellow. Oh, there it goes, because that lets me know that my arrow is about to turn green. Yeah, you better not go. I can't tell you how many times somebody has gone right on a red when it's my right-of-way at a particular intersection. Alright, I gotta get over. There's Roadwork. Or, not Roadwork, but lawn mowing. So I guess that counts. Alright, back over. Anyway, what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is, you know, wow, that guy, dude. Wow, bad drivers of Oswego, Illinois, am I right? Didn't do a full stop at that stop sign and pulls out right in front of me. And I was going the speed limit, so, or 3 miles over, but, you know, as long as you're within, like, I mean, well, what am I talking about? I like to go no more than 5 over in general. It's like stay within 5 of the posted speed limit. And plus it's on cruise control, so that way I don't develop that need for speed. And plus, this car is very comfortable, whereas my car, the Mousemobile 2.0, it's a Civic Si, so, you know, once you start getting into it, the car just feels like it's begging for more. So you quickly develop a need for speed in a car like that. And even more so in something like a Hellcat or a Viper or some other American muscle car, for example. Alright, now we've got a bit more traffic. Anyway, before I got interrupted by that guy who pulled right out in front of me aggressively, I just wanted to say, you know, that I'm doing fine. I may not have been uploading as frequently. I've uploaded a couple of older videos of me starting and revving the AMG SL55. As you can see, my previous video was of me revving the AMG SL55 in front of the police. And you know, the funny thing is, I didn't even know there was a cop until I directly looked in the rearview mirror. So, luckily nothing bad happened, so they didn't come talk to me, and also nobody got a ticket. So, yep, just a quick start and rev, and I honestly thought he was going to go, so that's why I wanted to do it. But turns out he wasn't ready to leave, so yeah. Oh well. It's just me being too eager to, you know, help people get on their way with their travels. I mean, it's hard to put yourself in someone else's shoes, especially your own uncle's, so there you go. Oop. Dirt-covered road. So what I've been doing is I've basically been doing country drives like this. I've been playing Monopoly on my Wii, so it's a good game. It never gets old. Yep. We're driving right by a tornado siren. And that's another thing I might start recording. I might go back to recording tornado sirens for their monthly test. Because, well, I've basically got no other ideas in mind because of the virus. Like, mainly I do car reviews, and to do a car review, it requires me to either rent a car, go to a car dealership, or, you know, ask a friend. Those are just 3 examples. Now, next month, I plan on renting a 2008 AMG S63, so I'm going to do a full in-depth review on that car, as well as do some POV drives like this one. I probably won't do commentary in the videos with that car. I usually never do commentary on POV drives. But today I'm making an exception, mainly because I want to give you guys an update on how I'm doing and what I plan to do in the future. And by the future I mean like later this year, so the near future. So let's get right to what I'm planning to do. So over this summer, I'm going to buy a new GoPro. I'm not sure if they make a model that's like completely waterproof where you don't have to have the case on. Like, I have the case on right now. That's only because, you know, I'm doing a POV, and unfortunately there are 2 disadvantages of using the case. Number 1, you hear a popping sound, which I'm not sure how to fix. It only happens when it's in the case. And number 2, you don't hear me as well. So that's kind of why I want to get a new GoPro. Also, I've had this for 2 years, and it functions perfectly, but cosmetic-wise, you know, there is one crack. Not in the lens, but on the shell. So maybe I'll sell it for a quick buck when I get my new GoPro, as well as the accessories with it. Alright, so here we've got a corner. The advisory speed is 30 miles per hour. And normally I don't even have to slow down with the brakes. The car slows itself down. So yeah, new GoPro I plan on buying, and also I plan on buying a new laptop for my school, because my current school laptop has been nothing but problems as of last year. It won't connect to the school's Wi-Fi, it only connects to the guest Wi-Fi. And, well, according to the Information Technology Services, or ITS, they said it was an internal computer problem. So, yeah. Interesting to know. So I'm just wondering, you know, is it worth fixing, or is it worth getting rid of and getting a new laptop? Because I've also gotten a notice saying that, you know, parts and support for my model are going away soon, and so they were going to offer me like a discount on a newer model. Oh, we got a lot of traffic there. It looks like somebody just had an accident. Either that or somebody's broken down and getting help. Yep. Alright, I can go after that GMC. And the speed limit here is 55, but there are no speed limit signs, which is very weird, because how are you going to know how fast you need to be driving? So, yeah, I'm probably going to end up buying a new laptop, because I don't think it's worth fixing the one that I've got, because it's 4 years old, almost 5 years old. I have replaced the battery in it, so whoever buys it is going to have a relatively fresh battery. So that's three things: Mercedes AMG S63 rental, new laptop, new GoPro, and in July I think I'll rent another car. I saw for rent a BMW Alpina B7, it was a 2015, for just $71 a day. That is a freaking steal. Whereas the AMG S63, being a 2008, is listed at $150 a day to rent, which is not bad, but I'm pretty sure you could rent a similar car in California for much cheaper. Because I have noticed that, you know, to rent an S-Class 2014, for example, costs only 125 bucks, whereas here in Illinois, something like that costs 400 bucks a day to rent. So there you go. That's how I was able to rent a BMW M340i for cheap, $81 a day. Because I went to Beverly Hills with my mom. Looks like we've got some road work here. Normally this is where I turn left, and I'm not really sure if I can turn left. Let's see. Alright, I did it. Now, as far as service goes, I think yesterday, as I was driving this car home, it was having transmission issues, if you will. You know, staying in second gear longer than it should, and usually it only does this if I end up giving it more gas as it's about to shift. So right when it's about to shift, if I give it more gas, it stays in second gear for like 2 or 3 seconds longer, even if I just do it briefly and let off. So, and yesterday I don't really recall giving it any more gas than I did. So, yeah, because it did that 2 times on the way home. Usually it goes from second to third gear anywhere from 2200 to 3100 RPMs, given the way I accelerate this bad boy. But you know, so far so good. I've been driving and the transmission hasn't given me any trouble today, so maybe it's perfectly fine. Also, it's got just over 33,000 miles on it. Here we have another sharp curve. And another tornado siren. Wow, with no traffic, this looks like a ghost town. And there's another tornado siren. So as you can see, spring is in the air. It may not be so warm today, but tomorrow it's supposed to be nice. I don't know if I said that earlier. I didn't know if you saw the green light or not. And by the way, over there at the high school, where that brown garage door thingy is, I've seen the Oswego police just sitting over there on 2 separate occasions. One time it was a Ford Taurus Interceptor. The second time it was a brand new Stealth Police Interceptor utility. So brand new 2020, OPD is starting to get those, and they're getting them in stealth form, which is basically the solution to, you know, police driving unmarked cars. Because frankly, I think it should be illegal for them to drive unmarked cars, because then again, we have the problem of police impersonators who will drive these unmarked cars, which are either their own personal cars or retired police cars with lights reinstalled to them. So this is the particular intersection where people go right on a red while I have the right of way that I was talking about earlier. But yeah, I think stealth vehicles are a great solution to the you know, unmarked police car problem that the impersonators have created. I'm not sure if there have been any cases of police impersonation in Kendall County, but I'm pretty sure it has happened. So that might be why we have the stealth cars. Now the Kendall County Sheriff's Office, they've had stealth vehicles first. Whoa, I'm not sure if you saw that. That guy just pulled out right in front of oncoming traffic. Jesus. So that's 2 bad drivers in one video. I won't count the CRV I honked at briefly, because he might not have realized that it was green, so I'll give him a break on that. But anyway, as you can see, you know, gas is gradually going back up, but it's still fairly cheap, in my opinion. I was gonna say that had better not become bad driver number 3 of the video. Now the speed limit here in downtown Oswego is 20 miles per hour, and sometimes I've seen the Oswego police crack down on speeders in this vicinity. So I watch my speed carefully, and that was Dairy Hut I focused on to the left. It's being torn down. As you can see, that guy's driving aggressively, no signal. He was probably going double the speed limit for all I know. There he goes, no signal again. Seems like he bought his driver's license. I say that about just about every driver who doesn't use their turn signals. What the hell? Oh, I see. They're carrying a load. Well, I don't think a Prius is the appropriate vehicle to carry a load in, but if you can manage it, then more power to you. I would just recommend driving with hazards on if you have to do that. Also, another thing I've noticed about the transmission is that, you know, sometimes if I'm going 38, it decides to go into 6th gear, which is normal, and that's what I want. But lately, it's been staying in 5th gear instead, and I'm not really sure why. But, you know, most of the time I trust that the transmission knows exactly when to shift. And there's the tornado siren near my house, so that's effectively going to end this video. If you enjoyed, smash the thumbs up in the face, subscribe if you're new, turn on post notifications, do what you do best, and peace out till next time.